They've scored off the break, but very few from half court here for NU.
They've already outscored themselves in the first half, talking about UE, and they continue to do so. 22 points in the third quarter alone to break this game wide open. 41-26. Let's check out a Petron fast break, Petron extra unlimited extra mile play. Linganay handing it off to Carillagas on the run. We go into another Samsung timeout. Imagination lives. Well, we come back from a timeout here. A mid-air collision between, I think this is Jessey Garcia and Marcy Arellano. Yes. We are in the midst of a 22-7 run by UE here in the third quarter. They forced the turnover in the sequence, as we see in our Smart Instant replay. Then the drive, Jessey goes down, Marcy goes down with him. Wow. And an unsportsmanlike foul was called. And I think there was a whiplash on the head of Jessey Garcia. Now, the last time we saw this, it wasn't pretty. Simon Atkins at the Araneta Coliseum, and it is wise not to move a guy just to be sure to keep his neck and back stable after a whiplash like this one.
That's right. The sportsmanlike foul was actually on Linganay.
You mean the foul that he committed on Linganay?
And then I think it was even Linganay who collided with Marcy, and then Marcy fell on Garcia. Here's that last play. There's that foul. There's that foul on Linganay, and then both of them will fall. Marcy will lose his balance, and then there's that.
It wasn't the whiplash, but it's the whole weight of Marcy Arellano landed on his neck. And he's. I think it's best to immobilize a guy like that. This is all precautionary, of course. Last field goal made by an NU was 8:01 in the third quarter. That was 2 points by Ponferrada. 6 minutes, it's a 15-0 run. And in total, it is 22-7 in the third quarter. As we always say, Mark, no matter where, no matter who, it's always unfortunate to see something like this.
Well, the positive thing here is you can see that he is definitely cautious and moving. And he can move.
Simon looked really worse, didn't he? Although I saw Simon, he was here earlier. Good to see him back. Still couldn't move his neck. Still experiencing spasms. Medics taking care of Jessey Garcia. We've had a lot of spills and falls this season, Mark, so far.
Well, the good thing is no real major injuries so far. Maybe the biggest one, the one of Marco Patricevic.
Right. ACL injury. Instead of putting on the brace, they already put him on the stretcher. Now they will secure that. He is complaining about pain. That's what I can hear.
And that's obviously that's normal. With his body taking all the weight of Marcy Arellano.
Coach Manny Tandan all the way to Jessey Garcia, while it was Coach Rico Perez taking care. And Jeff Mapa taking care of the huddle earlier, but their concern obviously is with Jeff's. How will NU react to this? That's another question that we...
Maybe this incident will fire them up. You still have a full fourth quarter in this game.
You know, Jessey Garcia is actually the leading scorer for NU with only 7 points. And that was earlier by
all in the first half.
Yes. When he made the layup. 14 minutes, 7 points, 3 out of 5 shooting. And we wish him well. Our prayers are with him.
And now this is even a more depleted NU lineup with Janke out.
Janke can't even stand up on his own, as we see. Janke has to be carried out, or at least inaalalayan, ano? Then hindi man lang siya on his own strength, cannot get up off a chair. They had to get him up, out, and they're, I think, taking him together with Jessey Garcia to the hospital.
Because they will be bringing both of them for
Might as well. Oh. This is Garcia we're looking at, but what you don't see alongside that is Jonathan Janke being assisted out. He can barely walk. So unfortunate. And of course Michael Louis still playing a little bit hurt, I suppose. Now a depleted lineup. And an explosion by UE. This is what we were talking about. Look at the pain that it's very stiff right now.
Excruciating pain here.
On a very soft bump
around the hip.
Yes. But we're back here. And of course UE cannot think about those injuries. They have to continue pounding against NU. Amora draws the blocking foul at the 1:18 mark of the third quarter. Of course, our board members are leading the Royo.
We also see Mr. Pagia there.
Yes. All concerned. Obviously, more than the game, as we always say, it's the welfare and the health of the players and the students that is paramount. Nakamura, down to Aguilar. Aguilar has been checked in this game by the defense of UE. Nakamura throws up the three, and Aguilar with the offensive rebound draws the foul.